processes running that spit out the other automated processes, and I get it all set up and try to maximize it. And that's kind of like my fun thing. So it's kind of why I like Satisfactory too. It's kind of the same way.
That's fair.
So if anyone ever wondering what the heck we talk about before or after the show, this is kind of like what it is. Reinhold nice and goes here and goes ahead and just tells us everything. By the way, welcome to another exciting episode of Low Key Wall, or Low Key on the Wall Network, whatever. Like, yes, I have been listening to like the last 5 shows that we have done, and I have determined that we need an intro. I have no idea what that's going to be, and I don't know when you're going to get one, but we do need one. And we also, one thing we have been working on is trying to get Reinhold not to pop in at the last moment. And look, he actually showed up for mic check. Okay, so you notice his mic, his headphones, everything works. Actually, sharing screen before you. So, by the way, my name is Harry, aka Moving Target. I'm also joined here by Reinhold, who is faking that he is muted. Would you go ahead and say hi, Reinhold?
Hi, Reinhold. How are you doing today? It's been one of those days for me. I'm just ready for bed, and we got to get through this so I can go to sleep and trudge through another day tomorrow.
Good. We'll make this a quick episode, and thanks, and hopefully, and join who is locationally challenged with Vincent. He's locationally challenged. Where are you, Vincent?
I'm currently in Amish Town, Midwest.
Nice.
Driving here. I'm here for work orientation. We drove by 4 churches to get to the one hotel.
And by work, he means he's got a Coheed and Cambria cover band. They're traveling the Midwest right now.
I mean, if only I had my flannel.
Because it's being
green
clean
grass
right
and
now.
high tides, baby. Green grass and high tides. Forever.
Oh man, so this episode really wanted to do a couple of things. We're going to talk about is one, recap, because Reinhold came over to the new studio, so I want to recap talking about the new studio, and the few, some stuff that's going possibly happening on the network. 2, the other thing I want to talk about is our big show that's going to happen this Friday. So brainchild of Reinhold and push things on. So you've got that prep and what things we got to work on and make sure everyone knows about it and get working on it. So this thing will be.
And I just want to let you know that I'm not going to be able to make it. So I'm just joking. Before you come through the screen and put a hit out on me,
I was like, we're removed from stream, take his mod abilities, just he's gonna have to work.
I guess they're replacing him with
lock.
I know.
James Neese.
I know. Yeah, Rhino has been replaced by James Neese. It's gonna be worse than when the trio kicked out Richard Hammond because he was like, I got the golf. Get the hell out. Golf. Get the heck out of here. Get out of here. So this weekend, Reinhold came over to the new studio that we got set up.
I came late, so I didn't make the podcast episode that was done.
Yeah.
Before I got there, they didn't wait for me. So,
well,
good times.
Well, you came late. Well, if it makes you feel any better,
you at least got invited.
I also stayed late because everybody booked it as soon as I got there too. I mean, I know I don't smell great, but they could have, went in the other room and something. You didn't have to just all take off like that on me.
Reinhold came pulling up, smelling a patchouli and the electric VW bus. Sandals,
dab juice. Got my Pink Floyd shirt on tonight. So
first thing he did in the studio was start burning sage. He was putting crystals up.
You got to get the spirits clear, man. You got to do that, man. Seriously, the vibes have got to really work, and the feng shui has to flow through the whole place, or it's just such negative energy.
I gotta stop back before Ryan actually does show up to the studio with crystals. It's like, joke on me with crystals.
You don't understand that my wife has hundreds of crystals and rocks and sage. She has a bunch of sage stuff, and she's got incense everywhere. I mean, seriously.
We think he's doing it for the bit. He just wants to clear up the living room options. Really got some space in here.
It's okay, Reinhold. I paid for the sins of nostalgia.
Yeah.
I was a certain host of this podcast assumed I was going to be as bad as him at painting, and I didn't even get invited.
Yeah.
So
yeah, we made sure that Nostalgia Plus was busy because he writes in, Reinhold, don't worry. They put they put together the event knowing I would be busy. Well, yes, because we were painting Nostalgia, and we understand that you have a how can I put it? You roll really low.
Efficiency.
All right, that is a bad word, sir. That is a bad word. Trying to get us monetized in the first few minutes of the show. Okay.
Why don't we have screen reader on so the screen reader could read that to us? That would be better, right? Like all the real popular YouTubers and Twitch streamers.
Don't worry, he can get his comment boosted and underneath the video so nobody can actually see it.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, so a scholarship sent it to the Bible. So no. So yeah, that's why I just wanted to make sure the paint was on smooth. Let's go with that word. Smoothly, evenly, smooth and evenly. So the paint's on smooth and evenly now. So it's perfect.
It took what, 6 people to put on the first coat. And then we finished the second coat ourselves, just the two of us, in 10 minutes.
Yeah. Technically, 7, because my wife did, and landscaper did a base primer coat of kills.
Oh yeah, she did a primer of kills. Okay.
Yeah. Scholar always knows if you want to catch these hands, you know where they are. Scholar does write it. I try to do nice things. Yes, you did. Yes. When everyone was abandoning me when I got this house and I had no one to hang out with to help me paint, you were there. You came over and helped me paint. And
I would like to state that this is the second time you were painting and I didn't get invited. When a sculptor came to help you paint, you didn't invite me either.
All right. You want to know why? Vince? You want to know why?
Is it because I'm a quarter black? Is that what it is?
That's only half the issue. The other half is I need someone to be able to reach up high, touch the ceiling, and do things. Touch the ceiling.
There's baseboards. I could have easily painted the baseboards.
Yeah. See. Scott did great on the baseboards. I'm sorry, he did great. He did great on the baseboards, and he could stand up high. So I couldn't find a.
Just stating that you were about to spiel a sob story that he was the only one that would help you when you didn't even invite me.
All right, so apparently Scalger's now he's angry. VC now. All right, so yeah. But anyway, so if it makes you feel any better, Reinhold, everybody actually showed up because I got there about 9:45. Okay. Because everyone's gonna start arriving, right? Nah, Dear Leader shows up at 10:15, 10:20. We get his stuff in. We start. There's a quick video tour. That's when we did a tour after he showed up late. Then Christy shows, and then eventually Brian Nichols shows up. Give him the tour. Then the Boss Hog shows up. And Pocketbook Pincher Sarah shows up. So they were there. Everyone got to see the cool studio. It was fun. Felt like old times. We did a good apparently a scholar just still angry all around. I'm guessing because he probably saw the leak footage of Halo season 2. All right. Yeah, apparently he is somewhere in that doesn't even sound like a real place in Indiana. Aurora, Indiana doesn't sound real. Doing outreach for an LPIN event. Cool. I hope the LP account can tweet that out.
Isn't that next to Bob Rorman, Indiana?
Bob Rorman.
I think it's right around the corner from Bible Belt, Midwest. I think it's somewhere in that area.
There is a Mexico, Indiana. We drive by when you go to South Bend. There's Mexico this way, and I'm like, Mexico ain't that way. Mexico that way. No, it's different Mexico.
Yeah. There's also a cool donut trail inside of Indiana too. I've gone to several of the donut stops. On the donut.
Well,
trail.
you got to end at Long's because that's the only real donut that exists.
Yeah. Honestly, like I will say this: there are some stops on the donut stop that don't beat Long's, but it damn get close. It get close. You can tell, like, there's I don't know if they just got stole the grease. All right, the blessed grease. But like, because I was up in Munster, Indiana, Munster Donut. That one, it was really good. That was a good donut. That was surprisingly good. I was shocked. And it's one of those hole in the wall donut shops, and it's usually the best. The donut shop I have here in town, that he's like, "Where have you been?" I was like, "I'm 200. You made me 240 pounds. I gotta stop eating here all the time." She is a nice lady, and she keeps giving. Every time I get there, she just throws more donuts in there. Like I'm like, "Give me some more." I'm like, "Lady, stop it, stop."
I worked at this company. It was like the first real good job I had.
Mm-hmm.
And every Thursday morning we had staff meeting. So it was a rotating cycle of who would bring, this week is your week to bring in donuts.
Mm-hmm.
And if you didn't bring in good donuts, you heard about it. And so we got to the habit of just going along because that's what everybody ended up wanting anyway. So people would start bringing Krispy Kreme and just get thrown at them. And no Krispy Kreme.
No
we
one,
want them long donuts.
Yep. Just like, yeah, no one. Long's donuts. No one got fired for Spec and Cisco gear. Okay. All right. But
I'd like to also state that
I don't know if
trying to prove that Aurora exists.
Did it have?
I mean, like Aurora and Terre Haute, those places don't.
But did that Cisco gear have like solar winds on it?
Oof. Did SolarWinds ever stop being hacked?
I think they stopped, but I don't know how many people are still using it. I know some people still are. So I had customers who are like, "Oh yeah, that's our SolarWinds server." And I'm like, "You still have one of those?"
I don't know. It's kind of sus at this point. It's very sus. SolarWinds is so good when it's working. But man, this is
really
sus.
good. It's really good when you don't have control of it anymore. And
I know, right? Sus, super sus. It's like, oof, never mind. I'll learn I've got Prometheus now. I don't need you now. I'll just use this. Oh man, but no. So we're getting got the studio. What is it like? I'm going to get my notepad up. The Doolittle Studios, because Dear Leader already sold the naming rights. So we still need to.
Didn't he say in perpetuity or?
Yeah, perpetuity. Yeah. Which is I don't even, like I want to see that contract. So I'm probably gonna. So if anyone wants to, I thought about messaging Jeremy from the Quartering to buy the official coffee rights to the studio for the coffee brand.
Well,
Coffee brand
if you sell the studio at some point in the future, you have to check with Doolittle to make sure that you can. Right? He's got to prove that.
Well,
that's in the contract.
That's the thing. I don't think Spangle got rights from Onyx Unlimited, the actual landlord company of the property, to be able to do that. So
all he's got is the naming rights of when the camera's on, when the camera goes off.
It sounds like that. Yeah. So sorry. So check with Onyx Unlimited. Just like a McDonald's franchise. I'm the franchisor. I own the land. He can make all the burgers he wants. Anyways, but no, it was great. We did like a good. It felt good to be able to do just a podcast with the group, talking about like our ups and downs, everything was going on, and just
what was that like?
It was fun. It was like
Was
this. It's like this. It's like this. It's like
I get
this.
it.
Well, see, it's the thing is,
I get it now.
we can do the show like it's like the big show like this. We just have never done it that way. We get on there and it's just more formal, and it's like we really need it back to talking. But it's not. I always thought it was the technology, but we do it on here, and it's not an issue. So I don't know if it's just
it's when
Chris gets focused and he's reading and he's going forward. Mm-hmm. It's hard to stop him. It's hard to get in until he takes a break. It's hard to get a word in because he just runs right over.
Correct. Yeah.
See what you just said, Harry, proves to me why you didn't invite me. You said we talked about the ups and downs. Mm-hmm. And you didn't need to be depressed for the whole afternoon. I get it. Yeah, I understand.
Pretty much.
Well, that would explain why Paul wasn't there either.
That's true.
I had way too much exposed rope. Anyways, so but yeah. But the good thing about that is to get this all up and running. So Friday, which everyone knows, we're doing our big 4-hour big show. That's going to be this Friday, October the 7th. So we're going to do our massive show. We're going to do, it's going to be a lot of fun. So our show doesn't really have a name, so I'm just calling it Walnut Fridays. Just using the old Walnut tag. What is it? The We Are Libertarians Network and Unity Team. I don't really have a good name for the show other than calling it Walnuts. So, which is going to be fun. We did get right now. I still get people. I got everyone coming. So you get the three of us. Then we've got some people saying that are going to show. So we've got Remzo. He's going to be there. We got Brian Nichols. So he's going to show up. Dear Leader said he's going to make it. Trisha Stewart's going to drag possibly John on, so it's going to be fun. It should be fun. We should have almost a full packed house, and I did invite some of the other people from the who comes on the stream sometimes. So I invited Christy to come on live. I also invited the Boss Hog. So Boss Hog is just going to crash it because Brian is going to do it from his studio. So Boss Hog's just going to go there and radio it. Everyone apparently, luckily we did the thing because everyone's assuming that we're going to do this from our my favorite brewery, which I would never tell them that my favorite brewery, but we're not. I'm not doing this live at a location. Have I looked in an area to do something like this live at a spot? Yes, I have found some spot that would allow us to do that. This is not going to be this Friday. We're going to be online. We're going to be at our houses, okay, or studios, or wherever you're going to be for. If you step foot on my property, well, you'll make it far as the taxidermist dog. Okay.
What if I bring food?
No. You stay on your side of the door. I stay on my side of the door. Okay. Yeah. So that's coming up. And one thing I want to talk about is for prep. So it's going to be hectic and crazy. There's going to be about 10 of us in this dang thing. So trying to get in a formal order or something like that. I could wrangle these people in, but I want people to have fun. I want a good conversation. So you might say, what do we need to bring? Honestly, I say prep for things for low points or just to get opinions on the crowd. So you see, we're going to have tons of different voices, tons of different people there. The idea of going around the room, bringing something up and talking about them and having these different voices bring their opinions to it, that's the point of it. So if you've got this one thing you'd like to hear some other voices hear on or heard something else, or just bring something up that is completely off the radar, dude, that's part of the conversation.
We do have a list of no topics, right? I can't talk about a certain organization that was recently hacked, right? Stuff like that.
If they're still hacked on Friday, yes, you can bring that up. If they're still hacked on Friday, they don't have access to their Twitter account by Friday. Oh yeah, you bringing that up. Matter of fact, if they don't have access to that on Friday, I may start the stream early and just let the Twitter and just make that the screen as we have a countdown going on. So yeah, if they're still hacked that Friday, it'll be perfectly fine. Yeah, it's perfectly fine. Oh, good. Escalcha, are you going to come on on air on Friday?
Wasn't he invited already?
I think I canceled it. I think I did.
That's rude.
He doesn't even know. Okay. He'll be fine. Anyways, so let's see. So it should be a fun show. So I'm just basically giving you guys permission to, if you have that topic that you want to bring up, that's also that it's an addendum to a Twitter page or anything else or something out there. Remember, like a lot of these people don't live on, like they don't understand internet culture. Like Brian kind of gets it and Remzo kind of gets it, but the rest of them, they don't understand internet culture. They check in on Boomer Book, and that's about internet as they're getting. So yeah. What they do, yeah. If you can't talk about most of them about anything about internet culture, like I said, Brian barely gets it. Sometimes you just look at them like, oh, what was wrong? What do you guys do all day? Oh, you guys sit here on the corner of that's like Facebook. It's like, and honestly, I think these people that just stay on Facebook all day are all these, they're just used to AOL chat rooms. That's what I think it's from. It's those days of, oh no, when I get online, I get this AOL disk and it's open the thing up and I've got the chat rooms in front of me. That's the internet, right? No. There's tons of other things that are out there. So
back when we had bulletin board systems before the internet was a thing. we gotta have a sound cue for like the old timey music play whenever I do that.
Should I get get a
soundboard and just play it every time I do
the issue is that sound would loop for so many times people would get so tired of it after one episode.
Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do 4 hours on Friday, unless we go longer. And I'm just going to do it with my normal Indiana Southern accent.
No. I will say
I'll go make sure my washing machine is taken care of and I got my $100 bills going and we're good to go.
If the show does good, I will bug more to get Tad Western. See if we can get Tad Western back out. Everyone misses Tad Talks. I miss Tad Talks. That is one podcast I'm really sad that pod fade was Tad Talks. Tad Talks was a show on the Wall Network. It was Tad Western. Great stories.
It was a Wall Network, I think.
Huh?
he was like before there was an actual Wall Network.
Yeah. Great show. Tad, the great stories of the weird libertarians only cowboy.
Well, we can't be in the same chat room together is the only problem.
Oh man.
So they have to be two separate chat rooms, one for everybody and Tad and then everybody and me. Because it's just the chat was just filled with him and me going at each other day after day after day for hours.
And I think on a nice Friday night 4-hour stream, just BSing, you guys should be fine. Okay.
We'll be fine. That'll be fine.
Because I'm gonna just throw James Neeson in the water too. Let them all.
I think I'm much better talking with people when it's like face to face and we have cues and we can hear each other talking. When you're typing, there's a bit of an asshole that comes out in me for some reason. I don't know what it is. Wow. It's just the way that I put together my thoughts on the chat. I can definitely be a huge flaming asshole.
What?
Even when I'm not trying to be, I just am. It's just how it comes across.
Reinhold, an asshole. Can you guys believe that? Do any of y'all believe that?
I mean, when you're
I know a lot of people can believe it.
You don't have to filter it out as much.
A lot of people have experienced it. There's a certain Balsinga guy that's who can't stand me. He thinks I'm just horrible to him because I don't hate him. I just don't like him, and I think he has some issues. He's a freaking man child who can't ever learn anything, and there's no political acumen. So, but that's the thing is that those people obviously are going to feel like I'm an asshole because I will say what I think to them, but I'll say it to their face too. I guess that's the difference too. So nobody I know of on the Wall Network is somebody who I couldn't talk to face and just be, there may be topics we need to avoid, right?
Yeah.
But just having conversations and talking, yeah, we're fine. We do that. But there are some people who I just think are terrible people deep down.
Oh, it's okay. That's okay.
They wouldn't last on this network. In this group of friends, in this network, they wouldn't last.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. That's so sad. Thought about like just start some fake beef with some the other shows and making fun of them, but
Don't you just do that with the main show the whole time?
yeah, it's just easier to make fun of the main show,
Especially since we're on it.
It's easier this way.
Well, no. We used to be on it.
Yeah, we used to be on it. He quit us. He fired us. Fired.
We're gonna just push these guys aside. It's all me now. It's my show.
I know. He quietly fired us.
I'm just like, if you don't want me on a show anymore, just tell me. I won't plan for it, and I have to wonder if we're going to have a show or not. That'd be fine.
Well, yeah. Well, your dear leader didn't want Reinhold to feel bad by just firing him, so he fired Pete too at the same time.
He's going to quietly hire you back behind the scenes.
Very inclusive firing.
Yeah, quiet hired.
He didn't want me to go to. He didn't want me to go to the labor board and complain about fired because I was white or something.
Yeah,
discrimination, ageism.
Which I'm technically not. I'm German, Jewish, German, a little bit of Asian in there. So
I was worried there for a second. I thought Reinhold was going to do the
Mm-hmm.
I identify right there.
Oh no. He's gonna bring out the recipe for Kung Pao chicken or something. It's like, oh no, Reinhold, no. Look, I want to know, was it powwow chow?
This is how you make sushi. You get the sushi. You gotta have the right rice. You gotta have. I like the long grain, not the short grain. The long grain. I like the thicker, creamier rice.
Oh god, no.
Or my favorite is chicken tikka masala, right? So we can have some chicken tikka masala. I was eating it 2 weeks ago as we were talking. I was listening back to that episode the other day on the way into the studio. I was listening to our show from 2 weeks ago.
Nice, yeah.
Because for some reason we're a week behind. It's okay. I understand. I don't know why. But.
All right. So it's called to ask if you're. Not even reading that. You have to watch the live stream if you want to know what it's called. Yeah, if you want to see what he says, time mark 27 minutes in the episode. It's on the screen.
We need to start time marking stuff too, so we can get back in the videos and start pulling out shorts, so we can get them on YouTube, so we can become popular and everybody be watching us. And
that's producer Paul.
Sounds like work.
Okay, producer Paul needs to get on that. Producer Paul.
Yeah, I'm sure he'll do it as soon as you give him his first paycheck.
First off, producer Paul is paid by the rent check I get from the Wall Studios.
You just sign it over to him, right? You just say, "Here you go. Here's the check that I got."
It's percentage. It's percentage. It's percentage. Okay. After I deduct water, electricity, trash pick, of course, because you get full recycle. We get full recycling at that studio now. Spare no expense. Okay. No expense. I did was try to get it because I found a fridge, because there's no fridge at the Wall Studio right now, because the house had a fridge, but now it's here. This house, so I've got a fridge.
But hold on. You have 2 dishwashers and no fridge. This is what I'm hearing, right?
Yes.
Okay. I just want to make sure we get this cleared up.
Actually, no, that's actually wrong. There's technically 3 dishwashers.
Oh God.
I forgot.
There's one installed that I need to remove.
Yeah. I was talking about the 2 in the garage. I didn't even think about the one that was in the.
Yeah, you have a lot of dishwashers for no reason.
Like wash dish. And there's technically 2 sets of washers and dryers in there. Yeah, because the old one, which is in the basement, and then there's the Samsungs that we bought before we moved, which I was going to bring here, but this house already has good washer and dryer, so I left them there. I'm not moving these to move them up there.
Oh, so I can do some tie-dye during the show, and we can have everybody wearing tie-dye shirts. Cool. I like that.
Yeah, ruined my Samsungs. And I had to try to get those Samsungs, and I found the little USB thing you got to pull out so you get your washer and dryer to get off the. Stop trying to get on the internet. Yeah, there's a little USB thing that controls the internet device inside the Samsung. So you turn them so they're smart washers, but you can find the little Wi-Fi dongle inside of it. It's USB, and you pull it out, and then it becomes a dumb washing machine. You were like, why are you doing that?
You're lobotomizing your washing machine because you don't want the government tracking you.
I just want to know why you need a smart washing machine.
Now there are some cool features. The fact that you can tell the dryer to kick back on, which is neat.
Just walk over there.
I would like a text alert to say your washing's done. Because I'm sitting here and it's in the other room. I don't hear it. Yeah, you just get. Oh, my phone rang. Oh, okay. I gotta go get.
You can get alert that it's done. You can get alert that you need to clean it. You can get if there's something wrong or there's too much bubbles or you put too much soap in, stuff like that. There's all kinds of different cool like maintenance alerts that tell you about your clothes that are going on. Or if you want to, it's a whole different the drying one is really neat because you can even like get the steam or do low or do a temp sensors on it. It's really neat.
Make sure it's nice and not wrinkled. So you can do a special de-wrinkler and stuff like that. But the best ones are the refrigerators that are smart refrigerators who it'll understand what you have in your refrigerator, and if you're low on something, it'll just order it for you and have it delivered. Yeah. Oh, you're low on milk. It's there the next day. Yeah. You don't even have to do anything. It just does it for you.
That's what I really liked, which I think Amazon did was really neat. Was remember the dash buttons? Do you remember those from Amazon? The dash buttons? Mm-hmm. They were honestly like at work. They were the best thing where if there's something that you keep recurring ordering from like Amazon, once you get out, they were just a button and you just push a physical button and it would just add it to your cart physically. It would go add it to your cart. So it would go, oh, are we out of soap? You just push the soap button and it would just add it to your cart. It was kind of neat and goofy at the exact same time, but it was just like something in your office that everyone kept ordering and you could have to walk in there physically, see if that was out or low. You could just push the button.
You hear about the new Walmart offering?
No,
they will deliver your groceries for you, right? Like Kroger delivers my groceries for me, right? They'll deliver them to you, but instead of just leaving them on your porch or outside your door, if you sign up for the special service, they will come in and put all your groceries away for you.
See, I heard about that one. I didn't know it was Walmart. I thought it was a joke.
Art Plus.
Just put things up for you. I'm good. I
don't need strangers in my house for no reason.
Yeah, I don't. I barely. Yeah.
Yeah, I do like I get itchy just thinking about somebody walking in this house.
I do like the idea of having my groceries delivered because then I don't have to have time like checking it out, and they're not spending all this time at the grocery store to make the food look good on a display. They just if it's just an effing warehouse where my food is.
What I do, so I got to deal with Kroger where I sign up for their Boost membership or whatever, but it's like $60 a year. It's not that much, right? But you get free delivery. Which is normally $9.95.
Yeah.
So all I'm paying for is a small service fee, which is really a little bit extra gas that they're charging now, and a tip for the driver. And they recalculate the tip, and I'm like, okay, whatever you say, it's fine. Yeah. So it's worth it in gas money, going there and back, and my time. Yes. It's way worth it just to have them do it and bring it to me.
Yep.
Now, it's hit or miss on who you get that does a good job or not. So
that's true. Yeah.
So like just say that I waited for 2.5 hours for some groceries that were supposed to be here in 25 minutes the other night because somebody got my stuff and was starting to get out of Greencastle and their car started pinging and they realized they needed oil. So they had to stop at Walmart, get oil. They got the wrong oil. Then they go and return it. And she's giving me this whole story. And I'm just like, just bring me my stuff when it's ready. I got stuff in there that's can't be just sitting in the car for 2.5 hours. Let's get it home. I hate to admit it, but I had a weak moment and I ordered some Kroger sushi. So I have sushi sitting there in the car waiting to come home, and I get the bag and it's all knocked over and flopped around. And it's
did you eat the sushi?
I've
Of course, he ate the sushi. Even if it was
Sushi.
destroyed, he still bought it. He's gonna eat it.
Just mash it up and eat it. You know, I mean, it all gets mixed up in here.
All right,
So it's okay.
Will Walmart cook and clean my house and comfort me as I cry to myself to sleep?
Well, you wouldn't be alone at that point. So you wouldn't be crying by yourself asleep.
Yeah, that's Walmart plus or Hikikomori edition. All right,
Walmart OnlyFans.
the I did do the Meyer one time. What's the scan as you would go around the store? You could scan.
Have you done that?
I did it one time. I can't do it. I literally was at the door with all my stuff in a bag. Didn't go anywhere near that. It felt wrong. It felt wrong. Like that
like you're stealing
something. Yeah, that SNL skit was going. I was like laughing at it, and here I am going like, oh my god. So I have the app out, and I've shown it to the look. I cashed out. Keep going. I did the thing.
They have like 200 self-checkout lanes. Just go self-checkout. You're fine.
Oh yeah. I actually do the self-checkout now. It's just or if it really depends. I will do the self-checkout if I have like a little bit of stuff, or if I don't have Gunther with me, I will go through self-checkout. I will not go through self-checkout with Gunther. That's ain't fair. Happening. That's because fair. She wants to help scan, and she will go to scan something and go boop, 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 boop.
She likes to hear the beep.
It's like if I'm paying for if you scan 5 things of hot, because it'll just keep scanning. Yeah, 5 things of hot dogs. I want my 5 hot dogs. I fill this freezer up.
Go get them. What you scan them in? Go get them.
You will go get these. Okay. I really feel like a drunk at the self-checkout when I try to get on my wallet, because like I get a case of wine there because it's cheaper, bulk wine at the grocery store, and they just give you this look. Boop, 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 boop. It's like, it's the same thing if I go right here, but self-checkout. Ooh.
It's like somebody said.
I know, right?
The only time I don't go through self-checkout is when the line isn't that long in the regular checkout, and I don't feel like bagging that day.
See, like my issue with the checkout people is because like you could tell which I try to tell like everyone like this in any service industry, like remember, you're there for 8 hours. If you're mad at anybody, the only way you can really get at someone if you're mad at them is make them stay there as long as possible. Okay. You're already going to be there.
We should see what happened to me at Walmart the other night. I go into Walmart because it's like we were running doing something else. I'm in the car and we're driving home late from a thing. And so I go to this Walmart in Shelbyville because we were in Shelbyville for one of my wife's brother's stuff, her nephew. So it's almost 11 o'clock, right? It's 11:15. She's like, well, we're going to this thing tomorrow. I need a card. We didn't get a card and we need to get that. So I can do, get a couple things while you're in there. So I go in there and it's like 10 till, and they're announcing in 10 minutes, we're shutting everything off and locking the doors. Hurry up and get done. And I'm like, that's weird. Usually it's just like, if you're in there, you can finish your shopping, right? No. They were shutting off all of these stations at 11. I got my stuff and I got it through, and they came behind me and turned it off.
Get it.
I'm like, man, it is want you out of that store.
Yes.
I mean, you go to like the Lowe's and you're hanging out there 5 minutes till close. You can be there for half an hour. They don't care. Yeah. Well, they care, but they aren't going to kick you out. You got stuff in your hands.
Dude, they're working at a Walmart. That's like working at hell.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. It's the way the world is now. These gigantic faceless corporations have destroyed our small towns and everything, and we're having to unfortunately this is the consequence, especially with after the virus of unknown origin. Like every promise that you ever got from a job, it's false and it's crap. This is what you're going to get. Like let's see, like so I'm down the street from the Doolittle Studios. My wife was trying to she wanted to get some more sponges, right? So she stopped at Dollar General. That's down the street. They were closed. Sign on the door. No one wants to work. We're closed. This was down the street. She went to 3 different Dollar Generals in the area. All closed. All of them closed.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like,
No one wants to work at those
what are we
stores.
gonna do?
Skull just telling a story here, but I'm just curious because you say Fry's, but don't you mean Ultimate Universe? Because that's what it really was before. And it doesn't exist anymore, so
What, Fry's?
might as well call it.
It was Fry's when he worked there.
Fry's exists. I went to a Fry's like a month ago.
Scottsdale or something.
Yeah, you go to Arizona. The Fry's are Kroger's there. But yeah, it's one of those. Yeah, so
No, it used to be Ultimate Universe. It was that the building that the Fry's was moved into. It used to be Ultimate Universe, and that place was rocking. Like it was much better than what Fry's ended up being, I thought. Although the only thing I liked about Fry's is you could go in and do like the old Radio Shack thing where you get the components and make your own circuits and stuff like that. Because Radio Shack quit doing that.
yeah.
So you could go there and get all that stuff. And then when they decided, hey, we're just going to shut everything down, then
Yeah, I miss
so annoying.
Miss Fry's. I miss it. Missed it to death. I miss getting the used stuff. I miss going there, getting like different components that I need for things, cabling. It was now I got Monoprice, but but still.
It's not just Amazon. I mean, it was nice because I still have that.
Monoprice.
Whatever. I still have that desire sometimes to say, I want something. I want to go get it now. I don't want to wait till tomorrow. I don't want to wait till Wednesday. I don't want to wait till Saturday. I want it now. I'm going to go get it now. So I got to go find it somewhere. And it's hard to do that anymore, especially while I live 30 minutes from anywhere anyway. But they're just not stocking the stuff anymore because they know that they're only going to stock the stuff that's people are coming in for most often. So they don't have any specialty stuff or weird stuff, right? So that's all you got to order it.
Nope.
So it's like, well, if I got to order it from you guys, I might as well order it from Amazon.
Right. Yeah. And then most PC gamers, they don't build anymore. Most PC gamers don't build PCs anymore. They buy. Which some of the pre-built gaming PCs have gotten a lot better in quality in the last few years. I will say,
and
that.
cheaper. It made because it used to be you paid a premium for that, but now I got one. I actually bought a pre-built a couple of years ago.
You bought a pre-built,
and it had a 2070 in it. I still have that 2070,
Mhm.
but it was an older thing, but it was better than what I'd had at the time. Now I've since went out and got a bunch of parts in a new case and blah 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 blah. Right, I got all the RGB stuff going and everything, but they're not bad now. So
I really think my next gaming PC is probably going to be pre-built too. I think I'm going to do pre-built. One because like I think it'll be one of the. Because it's just gonna be a game console to me. I was like, I just need a game console that I don't care about. I'm gonna boot this thing up and play games, and then once I'm done playing a game, I want to turn it off. Unplug it. Push it.
So is your pre-built going to be Sony PlayStation? Maybe is that your pre-built PC that you're going to get?
No, he's talking about the Xbox One X or the Series X or whatever it is. Because that's all it is just a PC.
I will.
What's the difference between that and a pre-built the thing? You're just going to turn it on, play your game, and turn it off again. That's all you're going to do with it.
First off,
Harry hates Sony. So
F Sony. I hope they burn. And the
I'm a Microsoft guy, so they killed the HD DVD. Well, they killed the HD DVD too. So
yeah,
which was a better format, just like Betamax was a better format. Just like all the better formats always lose. That's why we end up with crap all the time.
I do like Blu-ray.
Nobody appreciates quality.
Yeah, but no. After Sony killed the other OS, not even OS support, just the other OS out of the PlayStation 3, stopping you from having to be able to turn your PlayStation 3 into a Linux box. F yourself, Sony. F yourself for the rest of you, because you could turn your PS3, your PS2, even your PS1 into a nice little fun little Linux box. They killed it because modders.
Proof that Harry holds a grudge. Something that they did 15 years ago, he still holds to.
It wasn't 15 years ago. It's not 15 years ago. I still fight Sony here and now.
Yeah, oh no, that's fine. But the thing they did was the PS3, which was 2 console generations ago, and that was when they had the big fat PS3s, and it was
Sitting
you're
right.
just holding a grudge to the point where you even denounced Sword Art Online, the show that you loved because it was owned by Sony,
Because they're bastards.
even though it was trash. But that's either here or there.
It is trash. Sony's trash too. Man, I don't know.
And this is why you never get on Harry's bad side, because he will hold it against you for the rest of your life.
No.
Mm-hmm.
I will forgive.
Sure
After time.
How much time?
I don't know, 700 or so years. Anyways,
That's my point.
I don't know yet. I don't know. But
The fact that you're more outraged at Sony for stopping Linux support than half of the terrible shit in the gaming industry is proof that you hold a grudge.
It's college just calling you out. I'm just saying.
The man does a subpar
Hold a
painting
grudge.
once. There's 3 walls. Okay, 3 walls. Okay, all right. I don't hold grudges. I'm a very forgive and move on kind of person. Okay, all right. But this is
He forgives you, but he doesn't forget.
some things are just, just like you can't let someone walk away from that. That was the second coat. So did you see the second coat? Jeez, it was. Oh man. Anyways.
The Harry being a dwarf with his book of grudges.
So I'm gonna end up painting my office. I'm trying to figure out a good color that would show up good on camera.
White,
Opinions besides white.
purple.
Of course you say purple. Jawoodle.
I don't know. You should ask the Scoutcher what he thinks. Maybe he'll help you out.
Yeah.
He can prove
paint it,
Harry's
yeah.
wrong.
Yeah.
I have to get this window replaced by Anderson Windows one of these days. When I do that, I'm gonna redo the room, and because the window that's in there now is trash.
Nodding down to VC for the Warhammer reference for Scholarship Plus.
Mm-hmm.
Good. I don't know.
Well, you see,
If it's not,
dwarves have a book of grudges that they hold forever, and they have a book where they write down all their grievances forever, and they won't let people to the end of the earth until that's solved.
See, I kind of tried to play in Warhammer once, but I ended up just playing Blood Bowl because that's the better option of all that.
So, gaming.
Right. We're 50 minutes in. Let's talk about gaming now.
Oh yeah, gaming. So last Friday, I played my first taste of Gundam Evolution. All right, so I love Gundam. All right, I don't know if that's obvious, but I love Gundam, and I had a lot of fun playing the game. Other than I feel like Gundam Evolution has some balance issues that they need to fix. And maybe some more maps, and mostly just and some better matchmaking. But I will say that I really did enjoy the game. I'm probably going to play again. I did enjoy the Paladin's return to OB63 a weekend. That was a blast, and I don't know if VC got to play a bit of the Bomba with. She was a beast.
Not surprising.
I got melted a lot. But No, the Gundam Evolution game was fun. I think one thing I did hate it was the gyms and the Zaku's. They only had like 800 hit points, and the sniper could just take you out basically like one hit, which was no fun on the majority of the maps. It's like, all right, so if there's a sniper, you can't just play those. You only can take a hit and you're down. You're sitting there disabled. So like, I get it. I get it that you're trying to have the sniper, but like, it's a gym sniper. It's not like it's not like it's Lock on Stratus's Gundam from I forget what the heck. What is it? Not like heck that sticky game. The same Gundam from with that stupid Trans Am crap Gundams.
Like the difference between Strix and Vanessa.
The fact that Harry is more upset that they picked the wrong Gundam to be the powerful sniper makes me upset. Not the fact that the sniper's busted.
Don't you understand the lore?
The fact that the sniper is on certain maps, there's literally a death tunnel, a corridor that they can just sit at the end of and kill you as you come out. He's pissed off that there's like but they picked the wrong sniper. If they picked the right one, I would be okay with it.
I would.
I'm a hipster.
Well, it'd be like
things.
playing a Lord of the Rings game, and the I don't know, Legolas is the one that goes and puts the ring in the fire or something. Understand the lore. You know what I'm saying?
It's different. It's different. It's more like because what Harry's complaining is that a game mechanic that he was complaining about that was the issue. The reason he had issue with the game mechanic is because they're like, no, but it's the wrong character though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's the wrong character.
I'm okay with it being busted and stuff, but even though it's literally they do the same thing, it's if you do it. The better thing would be if it's Lord of the Rings and it's a different elf, but not Legolas. But that should have been Legolas, but an elf still shot a bow and arrow, but it wasn't Legolas, so I don't like it.
Like if you play SWTOR and you're playing a swashbuckler and they've got you doing force energy stuff. I mean, the character has a certain thing, right? So they should, if they're putting a game out based off of a product that has a back lore and a story and everything else, at least know the story when you're putting the game out.
The issue is
there's so many game makers who don't do that, who don't understand. They just get guys in there and they just go with it.
I agree with you. The thing is that Gundam has 1,700 series, and they have 20 mechs out of the 1,700 series they have. So it's just like they picked a sniper. They didn't go, well, this character.
It's not even a sniper. It's a gym sniper. It's a variant of the gym.
But it's a sniper.
Yeah, it's just a gym with a sniper rifle and an extra visor at the top. It's not like it's a Gundam. I hate it because if it was a Gundam, I would let it go. But since it's a gym, I can't. It seems broken to me. I have no problem getting popped off by a Gundam. But a gym, F this.
Reinhold, is this how you feel when we talk about anime in general? Just saying words that don't make sense.
This is how I feel now.
Translate to each other. Yeah.
I'm just trying to make a point that I'm guessing what you guys are saying because I don't have any idea.
Right. And I don't think he's seen The Witcher Mercury Scourger, but it has piqued my curiosity for unintended reasons.
Yeah,
isn't Gundam reasons.
But the real question is Harry has watched The Witch from Mercury yet? I have not watched it yet. It's not on my radar actually, but I will give it a watch. Because if I don't, Vincent's gonna just spoil it with memes.
I'll say, Scholarship, you don't want to post a bunch of spoilers in here for getting even for the jokes about your painting.
Yeah.
Anyway,
don't
do that.
The Sniper Gundam is the Dynamis. So yeah. If it was that Gundam, okay, I'd understand.
All I want is the edgy double scythe Gundam, and that's all I care about.
But it's got two blades, so it cuts better.
Yeah, it's edgy as hell.
Right? That's how it works.
It's a blade, and then there's another one right underneath it.
So there is a Gundam that also has a nuclear reactor core, which if you exploded, it's supposed to just go boom, take everything out with it. I don't know what. I wonder if they're going to bring that Gundam out.
So are you saying that next Monday we're actually going to talk about our animes then?
Oh, we should be able to.
Gonna feel like doing it after the 4-hour Friday stream. We talked out.
We'll find out. Or find out.
Because that way we have more context of what Harry's talking about right now. Because for me, I played the game. It's like, oh, that character's unbalanced because he just does more damage than it is possible for most characters to survive.
And I'm like, well, it's supposed to be that way because of Blake's reasons. There are some really cool like mobile suits. I really do hope they bring in, and I don't even know how they're going to bring in, like especially some of the crazier mobile armors, which should be fun. I wish some of the transforming mobile suits were different in the thing. Like I think some of the mobile armors would be scary, like they are mobile armors, with that some effect that you're not limited like to a time limit to be transformed. No, if I want to transform and say in my flight mode and fly around and shoot people, I should be able to, because that wouldn't make those things so threatening, because they could sit above and just shoot down at you.
Right, but that even though they suck at balancing right now, that would also unbalance the game entirely, because then what are you going to do when you're Barbados and you have a melee weapon that doesn't reach the sky?
Not my problem. Get good, scrub.
And that's the issue with flying characters all the time.
Maybe
there's always this thing. There's always this thing in game designs when you're doing like online gaming, and the more characters they put into the game, the harder it is to balance. Dirty Bomb had that issue. They probably put more and more people into the game, more characters you could play in the game, and they started to have to find ways that they were unique, and then they would have to rebalance everything. It was just a whole thing. So if you want to see the ultimate example of that, just go look at Paladins.
Mm-hmm.
Everything's perfectly balanced as it should be. There's no broken characters.
Except for 7.
Whatsoever.
Except for 7.
Yeah, and whatever new chamber's coming out soon.
But yeah, the new ones are always overpowered for about 3 weeks or so. And then they put a patch out, nerf them, so they're unusable for about another 3 weeks. Then they finally figure out how to get it in there and make it work.
Speaking of nerfs, do you see the nerf they did to Strix?
Mm-mm.
Oh, he went from 900 to 700.
I thought they just started, letting more 13-year-olds play it, but.
Yeah, they improved it because that's what happened. They also improved his accuracy, and so people were shooting off of him. It was like, okay, now he can't do that much damage now because, like 1,000 points of hit points, of headshots on a character and you made more accurate. Like, okay, this isn't fun anymore. But
it'd be different too if all the characters had, maybe the same hitbox for the head.
Paladins don't have hitboxes; they have hit cones. They're cones.
And Pip has the biggest one for his head.
They're cones. Imagine cones. Well, that's what they said. Like, I don't imagine hitboxes. Imagine cones. What? Cones? How does that work?
Imagine what was it? I can't remember what was the whole joke now was now on the internet. The internet of tubes. It was all tubes tied together, and that's how you got it. That's what we're doing now.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh, and by the way, Scotcha, it's not hinted at. It's literally in the first episode.
Spoilers.
Basically, like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Anyways, all right. So,
so just before we go, Doctor Who in a couple weeks will be having their goodbye to the Doctor special. And hello to the new Doctor special.
She got
losing Jodie Whittaker.
She got the short end of the stick when it came to writing.
Yeah, she got screaming. Here's what I'm hoping happens. I'm hoping that she isn't so distasteful on the whole process now that they get rid of him and Davis comes back in and starts to do stuff and say, "Oh, come back and do a couple cameos, do some fun little things, just." Get you in on the 60th, I'm hoping to see some of that, but I don't know if she will or not. I know that Capaldi says he's too old to play it now, so he won't be back.
He'll be back. He'll be back. Baker.
I know Tennant.
Baker came back. Baker would come back.
Have you seen Baker lately, though?
No,
I guess he saw himself in the 50th and he realized he was a little heavy. So he started losing weight. Now he looks scary. Like, are you okay?
Now he's just like he's
Too
that
far the
creepy
other
ripped-
direction.
So he's just ripped? Is he ripped old man or
No.
oh?
He looks like you need a sandwich and you need some hydration. You go lay down somewhere.
I was thinking like that ripped old man just pulls like a creepily
The
ripped.
Master
picture of-
Roshi.
Yeah,
The
like,
Master Roshi.
why does that old man have a 6-pack? But yeah, see, like I said, Tom Baker come back. He's ready to go. He's ready to go. One more trip. But no, yeah, I wish the BBC, drunk off all this money that they've had, realized that they need to go back to form and act like when they didn't have money, because right now they don't have it either. They're also running out of money because they've burnt through.
They burnt through it, but they also weren't increasing or keeping their
talent
fan base, and fan base too. Because they were putting out some stuff that was really questionable.
Right,
the past couple
were
years,
constantly destroying the end of things. I mean, besides the return of Doctor Who, their BBC Sherlock was the other big popular thing that really got them a bunch of money back. And then that ended in the most ridiculous way possible.
And then they ridiculously let go Clarkson, Hammond, and May. That was dumb. They're like,
he did slap the guy, but
so the F what?
The talent can get away with slapping somebody.
He
was just a
deserved
DP.
it. He probably deserved it. Clarkson slapped me, like, yeah.
What'd you do? Why did you do that for? Because you did something.
It's the reason why they keep still showing old Top Gear episodes, and it's still outperforming the new Top Gear episodes. They knew that Golden Goose. That's why Jeff Bezos lets them do what the heck they want. You know, I think one of the best episodes of the Grand Tour when they went to America Town and realized everything was owned by like other countries, which is like great, commentary on the United States right now. It's like we don't know anything. Like your Chinese beer. It's like hilarious. All right, so as this episode gets longer, the truth, I will say this. So don't forget, tune in this Friday, October the 7th, 2022, for our big Walnut show. It's going to be 4 hours. Got lots of guests coming in from on the Walnut Network to hang out, talk with us all night, grab an adult beverage, hanging on a Friday night. I don't know if I'm going to be drinking Friday night because I have actually been sober this entire October so far. I have not drank alcohol since I came back.
Sober October?
Huh?
You doing sober October?
I don't know. I think.
Well, from what I hear about the Bruce Cruise, your body needs at least a month to detox from that,
dude. Again, the moment they started shotgunning seltzers and then brought you another one, it was done.
Well, I like the story about how he decides he can't drive because of the breathalyzer. So they say, let's go here and eat. They go in there and eat. Then they're like, well, let's have a little wine in order to just kind of take the edge off. You don't want just cold turkey, right? He goes to the bathroom, comes back, and they're doing shots.
But see, that's at the end of the trip. Like that's when it was already too far gone.
Yeah, you're gone.
That's at the beginning when he joked about, "Oh, let's shotgun it," and they're all like, "Yeah, I agree. This is a good idea."
So he was an enabler.
That's when you know that's when you know you should have stopped.
I didn't know they would go that far. Yeah. So yeah, I could probably go for a good month. I would do sober October. I think it's difficult for me, but most of the people I hang out with don't drink, so it's difficult for me to not drink because they don't drink. Yeah, I have the reverse issue. Most people go like, "Well, I have friends around me that drink," and I can't stop. Like, it's more of I've got friends around me who don't drink, so like I'm suffering alone. That's my issue. And then somebody's like, "Oh man, how long has Harry's never had a drink since he started drinking?" I think it did 8 months. I did 8 months, so that's because I did not drink while my wife was pregnant. So didn't drink the entire time. There's several different black wall pool parties and parties I went to when I was cracking open non-alcoholic beers. You know, fell in love with the banana beer. You know,
Delicious.
Yeah, love my delicious banana beers. Anyway, so don't forget to
Tastes
tune
like
in.
dying.
Yeah, tune in on Friday. It should be a lot of fun. Get all these people in. So, you know, come, relax, have a nice big live show as we just talk, you know. I'm not gonna say nothing's off the table because, like, you know, some of you guys get really bad. But yeah, if it's a resounding success, we'll definitely do it again. And someone's like, what constitutes as a resounding success of the show? Is the people who tune in? Yes. So is that you people who are listening? All right, did you have fun? And then we all have fun making it. And if we're all having fun, we will do it again. I don't know the frequency because it's a lot of people to coordinate. So, you know, I think the goal is to do that every Friday would be amazing. But like I said, you know, I don't want to put the cart before the horse. Let's just get through the first one and just see if we can actually survive and do the sucker. Okay. All right. So that being a shout out, you could be listening to anything else in the world, but you decided to listen to this, and that I thank you. So I'm going to sign this one off. Say bye, everybody. Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Lag.